누가 시끄러운 도시를 떠나 나만의 더비처럼 오늘 밤 다 잊고 내게로 와 모든 알림것과 잡생각은 no thanks 이 순간은 오직 너와 나 어디든지 떠나 자유로운 비행 LA 모드 Every month 저 높이 올라가 모든 걱정 잊어버리고 Every month 더 높이 떠올라 근심 걱정 털어버리고
Happy May, you guys. I have been gone for a while. I took a break. I had a lot of things going on. And of course, I tried to film and vlog as you had seen in the beginning parts of this April recap. But it's just been a lot. It's a lot of things that's been going on. So I'm now trying to wind it down. A lot of things will start making sense soon. However, there are some things that I wanted to share with you guys, hence this April recap. But of course, before we get started, my name is Rich. I love luxury. I love hype bathing. So if that is up your alley, help out your girl, subscribe, like this video as well, and let's get started. I've talked about recaps before. If you haven't seen any, I will link them down below, maybe one up here, I don't know. I talk about 6 different categories that I have loved in this past April. I don't think I've done a March recap either, so I guess it's a little bit of March and April. So the 6 categories that I talk about are 1, luxury, 2 is going to be beauty and body, 3, clothing and accessories, 4 is going to be techie home things, 5 is going to be entertainment, and the last is going to be the favorite moment of the past month, which I'll be talking to you guys about that for April. But let's get started with the very first one, and it's gonna be luxury. This is why a lot of you guys are subscribed to my channel, and I know I have been a little off and on about it, but if things, like I said, it's been hectic, so if things start going in motion, you'll probably see me come back up with stuff that I've been wanting. I've actually been really good. Besides my Costco obsession, I have not been shopping that much. I've been saving for some things that I wanted to get. I mean, it's almost half year and my birthday is later this year in December, so I'm saving some coin for an epic birthday, so we will see again more then. But let's start with the luxury, and my favorite piece for my luxury is going to be this little baby here. It is the Louis Vuitton multicolor Nano Speedy. It is going to be the new version, not the old, because as long as your girl has had that multicolor Speedy on her wish list, the vintage version, I can never find one in a condition that I really like. So I was like, you know what, might as well get it new. I've waited for this girl to arrive to me for a very long time. As you guys know, I had unboxed this, I think, did I unbox this in March? The funny thing is, when I filmed that video, I put it back in the packaging because I was going to do another unboxing for TikTok. I actually haven't been on TikTok really since the quote-unquote ban, because I was kind of like, you know, I started towards like close to the ban, and it was just like, wow, I see myself being really addicted to TikTok, which I think many of us are, and it's so easy to fall into that trap. Anyways, wow, I just totally went on a tangent, I apologize. But I put this back in the box with intentions of filming a TikTok, and I totally forgot about it. I know it says a lot about how much you must really like it if you forget about it, but it was very unintentional. I think I missed it too because I do have the high-rise bum bag style. So I was seeing it, but I didn't really recognize that I totally forgot about it. So I finally took her out of the box because I had all the boxes everywhere, the bags everywhere, and I just never had the chance to put them away, and I finally found it early in April, and I was like, I can't believe I forgot it. So I do have the other classic nano of this, but of course the multicolor is just so beautiful that I had to use it for April, and I have been loving her a ton. I think she's absolutely cute, and I'm still in the honeymoon phase with the multicolor. The weather just hasn't been that great. The only thing that I do wish about this bag was that they had a seam in the bottom, so we were able to have upright facing Louis Vuitton in this pastel-y color, and then also in the more bolder color in the back. I actually like this side as opposed to the more pastel color. So that's the one thing that I wished about the bag, that they did it this time around. But still absolutely love her. This is my favorite luxury piece of April. Correction, that was my favorite luxury piece of bag for April, but there was also an SLG that I had unboxed, I believe also either late February, early March, and I just been obsessed with her. I try not to overwear her even though I want to, but it is this pocket organizer that has this custom corgi like leather print on the front. I just love it. So basically, on the top of my head, I cannot think of where I got this from. So I will link it in the description box below. However, I had seen it on Instagram with Style WYN, so Style Win, and she sent me the link to where I could find this. So it is actually not a Louis Vuitton pocket organizer. It is a upcycled from a Louis Vuitton piece. So all of these Louis Vuitton canvas parts are real. It's just redone by somebody else, and I love to see that. I love to see the upcycling. I love pre-loved vintage, so I absolutely love this, and I love that it's a red corgi too, because this is just Millie to a T. I just wish there was a little brown diamond on the top here, because that would set it off. It would be my ultimate pocket organizer, my favorite pocket organizer in my collection. Now let's move on to beauty and body. There are just two things that I wanted to talk to you about that I had got from the Sephora sale. The first thing is this new Laneige Glaze Craze Tinted Lip Serum. This is in peach glaze. I also have them in two others that I've been wearing like crazy. Prior to that, I was wearing Summer Fridays, but I absolutely love this lip serum even more. I think that it's not as sticky. The packaging is better. So the packaging on here, if you look, like it kind of has like a donut circular style applicator, but if you look on the inside of the cap, the inside of the cap has a stopper, so it stops the liquid from coming out, and that's the one issue that I really did not care for with Summer Fridays. It was always leaking product, so it was wasting product, and it was anywhere from, even they had like the Dream Oil, I think it's called, from Summer Fridays. As much as I love it, I don't care for the packaging. I actually like this formula better. It's not as sticky, it's smooth. I love the tinting on this. I have it in 3 colors, and I'd highly recommend it. I think this is beautiful, and I do think that the formula is beautiful as well. And the last item for beauty is one that was influenced. I was influenced to buy, and I have not looked back. I've raved about it so much that I've actually convinced my coworkers to get it as well. But it is going to be this main, it's Giving Body 60mm Jumbo Hot Round Brush. I was influenced by Alyssa Lenore. I saw her post it on her Instagram. I hope she got the credit for it, because when I saw her video, I clicked on her link straight away, and then it like kind of bounces you all over the place until you get to the Sephora app. So I actually got this on the Sephora sale, which I know I usually post what I have for Sephora sale, but I feel like year after year it's just not as interesting, but maybe I'll add it in a vlog somewhere. But this thing, absolutely love. My hair hasn't been shinier, straighter, healthier looking than it has with this thing here. The reason why I actually went for this is because I do have the Dysons, you know, the Dyson hair, and it comes with all the, you know, attachments. This part of the attachment for my Dyson has actually broke. So every time I use it, it doesn't lock in and it always snaps off and it pisses me off. So instead, so I was just looking for a round brush to use with my Dyson with a different attachment. So instead, when she talked about this, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it, because this was actually similar in price to the brush that I was going to buy instead. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. I use it every single day. My hair, whenever it's dried, it's super frizzy and it's super like crazy voluminous, which I don't have an issue with. It's just, it's crazy. It's curly, it's wavy, it's frizzy and crazy, and this tames it down so much that it's easier for me to style. I absolutely love it. Highly recommend. Even at regular price, it's under $100. Better with the Sephora sale, which ends up being like a little under $80. Highly recommend. Would buy over and over again if something was to happen. If someone stole it from me because they need it immediately, I would buy more. This is great. Also, she did mention that the voltage, the plug, is good for travel. So, you know, I have future plans on going to, you know, Europe, Asia again. I haven't left the country since before COVID. I used to go to Japan once, twice a year, and I miss it so I'm glad. I think that was another reason why she sold it to me, because she told me that, you know, you're able to use it in Europe and Asia, no problem. And they always have blow dryers there. So this, I just would need one tool for styling. That's fantastic. Clothing and accessories. I haven't really bought much clothes. I think I just bought like a shirt from Lululemon from a sale that they had. This shirt that I'm wearing now, which I don't really buy fast fashion things anymore. Nothing's wrong with fast fashion. I just feel like I appreciate it more if I spent a little bit more, which actually I find myself doing. So besides this shirt that I added on for getting free shipping from my first time shopping at a fast fashion place, this is not what I'm talking about with the clothing. Sorry, I was just, again, totally off tangent. This is what happens when you don't film for a while, I guess. But I do have two things that I want to share with you guys for clothing and accessories. It's just mainly accessories. And the first thing is going to be my Gentle Monster glasses that I got from the jewelry collection when I went to SF. I originally wanted these in the burgundy color frame with the black lenses, and I am so glad that I was able to see it in person, because this khaki green, and it doesn't show really pay off as well on the camera, with the silver lenses are just so good. I'm so happy that I actually got these instead, because I wear them all the time. I am quite concerned because I'm really not that good with like crystallized you know, things like this on the arms of the frame, but so far so good. I love her. I just think she's beautiful. I try to put her away, but I keep taking her back out, and I love it. Gentle Monsters forever have my heart since its boom in popularity, but I don't care. They deserve it. Beautiful. And the last part of the accessories is going to just be some really small things. So for example, Pop Mart came out with this Let's Checkmate release like a couple months ago, or a month ago or so, and it's cute because it's like Labubu's and it has like chests and stuff. I unfortunately weren't able to get any of the actual Labubu's, which is fine by me. I think they're cute, but I don't really need it. But I actually been really loving these chains. You can put them on your bag. I've been putting them on the belt loop of my pants, and I just love them. I have it in this red color, and I have one in like a lavender pink color. I just love it. It's cute. It's a good addition to, you know, the whole bag charm craze, or just you know, accessories in general. Besides Labubu, I actually like these ones more. Look at these cute crybabies. So this is the cherry crybabies. I wanted this when they first had launched this. I wanted this so bad. Lucky for me, I have a very, very cute social media friend. Her brother was able to score extra one, and she told me about it, and I am so blessed to have great friends on social media. I know we don't make it out in the real life because life, right? But social media has connected me to such amazing people, not just people who hook me up with things, obviously, but I just couldn't thank her enough. I think this is absolutely so cute. I love them so much. I hope they make more, and different color variations or fruit variations would be so cute. But been loving this crybaby. Tekken Home is going to be number 4, and I can't put it in the video because it's too big, but I did acquire another furniture piece, and I do not recommend where I got it from, because this is the second item that I had purchased from them, and I don't know why they cannot get the amount of tools and screws and nuts and washers every single time. So the first thing I bought from them was like 3 or 4 years ago, and they forgot to send me the whole pack of the nuts and bolts and screws and stuff. So that was annoying, and the holes that they had kind of pre-drilled so you know exactly where to piece it together, it didn't work out. I had to make new holes because it made some of the drawers a little wonky. So lucky for me, I was raised by a dad who knew how to build furniture, so I was able to redo the holes, rework it, but it was just such a pain in the ass. So this coffee table is a wavy coffee table. It's cute because it's slender. You could buy 2 of them because you could put the 2 waves and kind of connect them together. There's 10 holes, okay? 10 holes. I do not need just 8 washers and 9 screws. Sorry, I think I said that backwards. I think I had 9 washers and 8 screws, when you guys have 5 and 5 holes. I don't know why no one can count, or nobody knows how to quality assure what's in the box, but I will not recommend or say where I got this wavy table from. However, I think you can probably find better alternatives, maybe like on an Amazon or something. I haven't checked myself. I love the concept of this table. I think it matches my Hype Bay vibe quite a bit, and then I'll post a picture so you can see what it looks like. It's just, I wouldn't recommend buying it from them. First of all, it took 4 months for me to get it. I bought it on a Black Friday sale, and I just literally picked it up like a couple weeks ago. Don't recommend it. Love the look, but I absolutely love it. I just don't like the build and where it came from. And the second thing is very small. I don't even know if you can call it a techie thing, but this was the best investment of my life. It is a personal fan. It doesn't matter what brand, because I bought this. It's like a as you see on TV kind of brand. It's this Arctic Air. I haven't had a personal fan like this since I was like maybe in elementary school. Oh yeah, it is broken. It's missing a little fan. But this, the reason why it's missing is because I was taking this to work because your girl has been having hot flashes again. So this definitely helps cool me down faster. But because I love it so much, I was in search for a second one, not specifically the same. So now this is going to stay here in my vanity area, and because there's sometimes my hot flashes kick in when I'm doing my makeup and I'm starting to sweat through my makeup. So this is definitely going to help me out a bit here, especially because it's a little bit broken now. So, but it is very strong, and actually I just bought a new, not same version, but I bought a new one from Target yesterday. I would have talked about it, but I haven't used it yet. So if it's great, you might see it in my May recap. I don't know, but personal fans, guys. is a blessing. This is amazing, and this only cost me $20. The one that I bought from Target is a little bit more expensive because it doesn't look like this. It looks like really a tiny Dyson, like, you know, blow dryer. So I just tested it for like 30 seconds, but I can't wait to actually test that fan when I'm out and about. And it is much smaller profile. It's like 1/4 of this size, maybe 1/3 of this size, but a personal fan, guys. It's going to be so great for hot springs, especially hot summers. And if you are having hot flashes like your girl, get a personal fan. This one in particular has a little trap back here where you can put water, so you can have water mist, but like, I don't feel like you need it. I think the air that circulates out is already really great, so I highly recommend a personal fan. If I look like I moved, it's because I did. My battery died and I switched to put in a new battery, and that was also dead, so I had to wait for a while for this camera to charge. So I am at the entertainment portion of this video, and that is number 5. And I talked about anime in all my other recaps for the most part, I think. So I'm going to bring up another anime that I really liked in the month of April, and it's on Netflix. It's called The Apothecary Diaries. It is about a young girl in the Chinese dynasty, and she is raised by a doctor. So she's always been really interested in medicine. So what she does, and since this is in like a dynasty time, she goes and explores herbs and all that. She likes to test poison on herself and different methods of medication, and it's just hilarious. I am a fan of funny anime and something that's so lighthearted. It's just really funny. The jokes are funny. She's hilarious because she's not like your typical, you know, heroine who wants to get married, wants to, you know, be something, a perfect wife. She wants to grow up and play with medicine. She wants to play with poisons, and she doesn't look at the opposite sex the same way as, you know, women of that time did. So I just thought it was hilarious. I can't wait for season 2. I would recommend it. I had blown through that series so fast, and I just thought it was funny. For an American show, the final season of You with Penn Badgley had came out. I also had sped through that series as somebody who watched it and was dedicated to it in season 1, 2. I thought the London season wasn't that great, so I didn't know what to expect for this final season, but you needed that last season to definitely tie into how the last season goes. Is it 4? I don't know, don't quote me, but I absolutely loved it. Just how it also has society viewpoints on how today's society views serial killers is just wild. So it takes a play on that, and I just thought it was very interesting because I am somebody who likes to relax and chill listening to those types of like either podcasts, YouTube videos, or documentaries. I really enjoy it. So that's why I think I enjoyed You a lot, and I think Penn Badgley is such a fantastic actor. I just love him, and whatever he's in, I actually really love him. His voice is incredible, and he's happy to no longer be filming and being Joe as a serial murder killer. So I would recommend You if you like that type of like mystery, drama, murder. And the last thing is going to be a Korean drama. I am not so much of a Korean drama, you know, watcher as I was in the past. I used to love to watch dramas back to back to back to back to back. But now I'm more versatile because when I was doing that, I stopped watching American shows, and then I stopped watching, you know, other foreign shows, anime. So I take it lightly now. A lot of people were saying When Life Gives You Tangerines was great. So I watched it because I really like IU and I like Park Bo-gum. So I watched it, and everybody was like, just a heads up, you're gonna cry, and they were not wrong about that. I cried not so much in the beginnings of the episodes, but middle to end, absolutely. I really absolutely loved that drama. I didn't know what I was expecting from it, but because the first episode I was just kind of like, oh, okay, it's fine, you know, I'll watch it. But as the episodes go on, the deeper the claws sink into you, and I think that is the magic of the Korean dramas, is that they have that tendency to do that to you. And a lot of people will view this drama differently. For me, it struck so much chords with me, and it was a hard drama, but it was a great drama. So I would highly recommend watching it without me spoiling it for you. It's just so much about family, so much about sacrifice, so much about being able to be open and say your feelings. It was great. I would highly recommend you watching it. And I am not a person who really likes to watch things over and over again unless it's like really lighthearted, like Friends or something like that. But it would be one that I'd watch again. And then for the last bit, number 6 is going to be my favorite moment of April. And there's going to be 2 favorite moments, because why not? You can have more than one in the month. And the first one would be that I adopted a car. You're probably thinking a pet, and I don't know why I use the term adopted, but I got a new project car, and it is a 2008 BMW Z4. So I am a car girl, but not like one of those car girls who can, like, you know, take apart the car and put it back together again. Like, I just love cars. Cars has always been my thing since I was young. I think it has to do with my dad. Like, I was always kind of into like things that my dad was into. So, you know, we'd go to hardware stores together, we'd check out cars together. So it was just kind of like a thing that him and I did together. And I think as an adult, it just stuck with me because I like to also, you know, I'm interested in a lot of those things. So when my dad was young, he also had like a Mark II Supra, and it was very like, it was when I was really young. I seen pictures. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I've seen pictures. Like, that's why I think my love for the Supra runs deep, because in the 90s, he when, you know, he would take me to Toyota, that's when I saw for the first time a Mark IV Supra, and I've always wanted one. There is a childhood picture, I know that there is, that the guys at Toyota made my dad take of me sitting in the Toyota Supra. So I think that's why I ended up getting a Mark V. So I adopted this Z4. If you didn't know, the engine is the same engine as my current Supra. It's just not is great. But I have a Project Z4 that I want to work on. But when I say project, I'm not talking about like fully ricing it out or anything like that. Like, I want to do minor changes. Like, I want to, you know, redo the seats. I want to upgrade the system, and I wanted to just do a lot of little maintenance, because I actually do like the fact that it is going to hit vintage in a couple years. So I don't want to be too crazy about it, but I also do want to like change the rims. I want, you know, a different vintage set of rims. Hopefully the idea that I have will work. But I have, yeah, a Project Z4, and I've never had a convertible before, and I was very skeptical on how I would feel about it. But you know what? I love it, actually. So I've also really wanted a Honda S2000 in my life. So having this Z4 solidifies that I still do want one in my life. See, like I said, I'm a car girl. So like, my dream, and I don't have many, is that I've always wanted to have the complication in life only with selecting which car I wanted to drive for the day. And while I work on that dream, I was so happy to have adopted a Z4. I'm having fun with it. It's probably my most driven car so far. I drive it almost every day, every other day. Of course, we're trying to mix around and drive all the cars equally, but I've been enjoying it. I jokingly call it Miss Millie's car because she loves the open air, you know, so she can just sit back and relax and have the wind without having to like go out the window. So it's been extremely fun. What has not been fun about it is just the rain. And the second favorite moment of April is just taking a break. There was a lot of self-reflecting that I needed to do as far as my future and what I wanted to do as far as health, wealth, all of those things. So more to come in a next video. I will probably reveal a little bit more as it solidifies. But taking a break has been nice. Unfortunately, during the break, my husband got sick, I got sick, and it was just, and you know, being sick just takes so much away. But hopefully, in the next video, we talk a little bit more about future trips coming up or planning. I'm excited. I can't wait to get that started because all I've done this year was go to SF, and I want to go and revisit some of my favorite places that I would always go every year. So that's probably a dead giveaway if you're a viewer of this channel. But guys, that is it. That wraps up my April recap, and it is now, it's gonna be May. If you don't get that reference, you're too young for me, or too young for this channel, maybe, I don't know. But that is it, guys. You guys are always the LS. I love and appreciate you guys. Let me know what you guys have been doing in April or what's coming up for you in the comment box below. And that is it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.